Bargaining through my Reno nightmare compels and drives the memoir I write here in exile from Hollywood in Grandma's basement, waiting for my house of the rising sun to be ready for me to live in it. In Enterprise Magazine's Sunday List, Supernatural Belief, I was quoted saying, "The house I'm moving into soon in Reno has been in the family since it was built, so I imagine and hope it will be haunted too. Looking forward to ending up like the witch in American Horror Story Roanoke, a happy solitary witch surrounded by ghosts." When the Sunday List was published online, I flew into a flurry of terror. Hid in a blanket fort typing my terror late into the night. In a phone session with my psychiatrist, she raised the processing for my PTSD. I feared, police, 911, I don't know, might think I was on the verge of a killing spree just for being schizoaffective and obsessed with horror. That couldn't be farther than the truth. I was in fact hiding in my basement, afraid my Yelp reviews made me a home invasion target. Or body and online blowjob paintings, all that, made me a sex trafficking kidnapping victim or target. I feel it is necessary to clarify this in print, so I shall. I am a good, non-dangerous beginning witch. Well, I was then. A bit advanced now. It's 2019. I'm a bit more advanced, but yeah. The only ghosts I come into contact with are those of my already dead ancestors, and my beloved suicidal wife. By that statement, I most certainly do not mean, like that witch in Roanoke, I would slaughter anyone that came in my land. Fuck no. It's just TV. Someone's got to mow the lawn. So, I really resoundingly hoped American Horror Story Hollywood Cockroach Apartment was done for the season. And American Horror Story My Reno Nightmare hadn't just begun. The shit was getting real. I suppose there's no way to stop My Reno Nightmare from happening. I'm here in Reno now. It's all irreversible. I hoped My Reno Nightmare had a happy ending too and no one died, especially not me. I hoped that my ghost would be nice once I got to the house that was being prepared for me. So, once again, I turned on American Horror Story, Night Roanoke Nightmare in my grandma's living room. I heard the clump of her cane. The end of last week's Chapter 7 played. Grandma came into the living room. I quickly changed the channel from screaming Adina Porter / Lee with her leg cut up by the feral pokes. I told Grandma it was time for me to watch my scary TV show that I watched at 10 p.m. on Wednesdays. I told her Mom said it would give her nightmares. I told her the Cubs won the World Series. She walked her walker off to bed. I turned it back on FX. Commercials played. I was acutely excited for this week's episode. Chapter 8 began. A crowd of ghosts with torches assembled outside the farmhouse. Shelby and the Dominic's Banks character fled through the tunnel. Shelby saw the corpse of her dead husband. The Chens attacked. Commercials again. I waited with anticipation. A hillbilly sharpened a knife on television. The Polk family were cannibals. My family, too, is a special line. The Lamberts and the Garaventas. Art and madness run in my family. But, Jesus, not cannibalism. We eat prime rib and cow brain ravioli on Christmas. That's a tradition. Rare raw meat, but never human. I'm not some kind of monster. I love watching monsters. Lee talked to her daughter to the redneck man. The Polk boy gave her water. Jethro wanted to be on TV, too. I don't want to be on TV. YouTube's fine. I only want to write and paint and fiddle about poking technology. Lee promised to make Jethro Polk famous on television. Everyone wants to be famous until it happens to them, and then it's terrible. Am I famous? Or ruined? I don't even know anymore, and I still fucking don't. The redneck teen told Lee the story of the pig man. Becoming a legend by putting on a pig's head and slaughtering people. She promised to make him famous on TV as the star of the TV show. Jethro offered Lee drugs. She said she was working hard to stay sober. So am I. I am still sober in this bunch in Vegas. The bars never close. Lee refused the drugs at first, as so would I. She started them once it was revealed that she would die, and there was no after this to be sober for. She would be cut apart and eaten by pieces by the Polk family, they told her. Lily Rabbi as Shelby and Cuba Gooding Jr. as Dominic Banks despaired in the kitchen. I thought of going into my kitchen in Reno, my grandma's kitchen, for a Klondike bar. I had bought that day in Save Farm. I didn't, as I couldn't miss a juicy moment. Banks promised a bright future of a TV spin-off and a yoga studio to Shelby. My father promised me the house with the rising sun. Shelby fought off the attacking pigman. Now we knew his story. Lights flashed in the mansion. Ghosts approached. The two went upstairs to the bathroom. Shelby cried. I spent most of my 40th birthday crying. We're back where we started, Shelby said. So am I. The maternal ancestral phone from when my family began. My mother was born at this house. Shelby stabbed herself in the neck, committed suicide, as my wife committed suicide. Shelby killed the only man she ever loved. She couldn't live with herself. My wife killed our marriage and my last hope of love when she took all my pills. I did not kill her, unlike all this television I watch for that such to happen. I can't help but feel like it's my fault, though, in that survivor's guilt way. Just for not noticing, not stopping her, I was passed out drunk. In a couple weeks, I was going to go to Oakland to read from an anthology where I had a piece called My Wife's Ghost. While commercials played, I wondered how my piece would be received by the lesbians in the Oakland bookstore. The Italian anti-porn lesbian who organized the reading I was Facebook interacting with here and there. American Horror Story returned. Lee asked to see a picture of her daughter, Flora. I never had children. My disabled, queer, and child-free essay was coming out soon from Mother Should. I didn't know exactly when. I kept checking back. These editors seemed to take long breaks from their passion project. I imagined one after their children, as mothers must. Lee wanted to talk to Flora. I wanted to talk to my wife. Katie is dead. I heard the clump of my grandmother's cane. I wondered if she heard the screams on TV. Adina Porter/Lee revealed to the camera and the redneck that she killed her husband to keep her daughter. I was horrified, yet not surprised. You go on, Flora. You rise up, Lee said to her daughter on camera. We rise, is my Angelou. Bloodied Lee and the redneck boy Jethro came together in a drug-addled sexual frenzy. He wanted to tape it, to watch it later. He unbuckled her straps. Lee got him in a headlock. It's an old trick, to use sex to escape your captors. Often it works. Lee killed the redneck boy, ran away free. The ambitious reality TV actor Dominic Banks bemoaned his doom to dead Sydney, who was not watching the camera. Well, I am. We are. America is watching on FX tonight. On Twitter, where I have not tweeted about hashtag AHS Reno tonight. I'm too scared by his revelations. I feel it best to keep them confined to this memoir. Twitter has gotten me into trouble before. So has my writing. Writing is what I do. My sole reason for living. I sacrifice much to and for my writing. Perhaps everything in the end. I don't know yet. Certainly most of my time. I can only hope that time may be spent in peace and comfort in the house that waits. The English actress, Audrey Tyndall, was played by Sarah Paulson, a series regular. Paulson on TV screamed, "We're just actors. We just play pretend." Yes, pretend, I said to the TV. Angela Bassett offered to leave the rednecks back to the original Matt and Shelby. Yet, pretend, real, Everything I write in this memoir is real. I write nonfiction about fiction. Yet I'm so delusionally batshit crazy. I'm lying on the floor. So anything I say could be taken with a substantial grain of salt. My auditory hallucinations and paranormal fantasies aren't real to anyone else, nor my ghosts. They're just the voices in my head, my auditory hallucinations. Nor my false delusions of complicit guilt in my dear wife's death. Writing this book is part of my grieving process, my art therapy, slippage, interpretations. I'm writing through this book to find out the truth myself, to make a story out of my mad memories that makes sense, to bring me peace. What is pretend and what is real? Everything and nothing within a writer's imagination. It's all pretend, screamed Sarah Paulson, pretending to be Audrey Tyndall, who was pretending to be Shelby, good in the first 5 episodes. But the teeth are real, said the hillbilly lot poke. I was so scared of imagined Reno rednecks that I only went outside to buy groceries or cat food regularly when I had to. The rednecks pulled Miss May's teeth. I recoiled. I still have all my teeth. The bottom middle one is blackened from smoking weed. My grandma's missing a bottom tooth from falling. The family argued over how best to replace the tooth to satisfy my still beautiful Abuelita's vanity. She wanted a full replacement. The family said they would give it to her, even though at that time she was about to turn 99. She's dead now. The redneck matriarch tried to pull Audrey Tyndall's fancy teeth. I watched, transfixed. Audrey and Mama Poke argued.